In this episode, I wanted to discuss how I obtained the results that I have in just over 6 years without the use of drugs.
Fit, formidable, and fantastic.
I need to make shorter videos at the moment due to the holiday obligations I have before me, but regardless of being busy, I still wanted to bring you some content. For all the science of nutrition and exercise that's at your disposal, there is also the mental side of the game for building a formidable physique. I began passionately lifting for size in October of 2009, and while I am pleased with my results thus far, I'm still logging the hours and still pushing for more. Within 3 months of starting, I caught the bug, so to speak, as I began to see my work in the gym and kitchen paying off. That only made me hungrier for more. Now, lifting and eating for my goals has become a fixture in my life, like working, sleeping, showering, etc. It's just something that I do. If your goal is to build a head-turning physique, you need to get to a point where lifting is just something that you do, something that you schedule and make time for consistently. Where no excuse will topple it, where it has a special place in your day just as your career would. I emphasize this because too many people find excuses and talk themselves out of putting in the work. Perhaps there's a party or a date or a movie, or they just don't feel like it. No, you've got to make time for it if you really want it. No excuses. You reap what you sow. Just as you would for your job, plan dating or socializing, movies, and whatever else around your lifting schedule. Go to the gym early or go to the gym late or do it in the middle of the day. Just make sure you go and you put the quality time in. Holidays are coming up? Well, plan for that. Adjust your lifting schedule to compensate so that you will still get it done. You got a vacation with no gym option nearby? Well, bring some resistance bands and or do some body weight work while you're away. Even just 30 or 45 minutes a few times a week will suffice. My point is, aside from debilitating injury or a reasonable doctor's orders or illness, find a way. Don't be one of those folks who never really changes. You see these guys in the gym year after year, and they look pretty much the same from when they began. They never change. Make the time. Be consistent. Eat right. Sleep well. And put in the work effort. Train smart and challenge yourself. Progress. The holy trinity of success in the gym really is, in my opinion, proper sleeping, proper eating, and proper training. If even one of those is off, you will just be spinning your wheels trying to optimize your results. You may get nowhere at all. You very likely will get nowhere at all, especially if your diet is off. That's a very key factor. I personally keep a logbook, old school style, like Dorian Yates, to stay organized, track my workouts, my progress, my feelings on a given day, and ensure that I am moving forward while leaving nothing to chance. And you got to keep yourself accountable. That is pretty much a key right there. I always make my workouts happen unless I'm ill. Even if I need to use body weight or bands here or there, I do something and I try to make it challenging. Even with injuries that I've had, I find a strategic way to safely, and the key word there is safely, work around and with them. And this includes my recent TFCC tear on my right wrist, which definitely made me adjust my training to a more strategic style to be able to still hit all of my body parts optimally. I do want to emphasize that I do get to the gym and work with weights 99.99% of the time. Let's be honest here, body weight and resistance bands alone will only take you so far. That being said, there are some very advanced band sets out there. I just got this set by Body Elastics, which offers up to 404 total pounds of adjustable resistance. Good for days where my gym is suddenly closed due to weather, or when I will be traveling somewhere without gym access, and still want to get a decent workout in. For a little anecdote, I've worked 13-plus hour days in the past, having been on my feet since 4 a.m., and still got to the gym that evening after work, despite being mentally and physically drained. No excuses. In my opinion, I'd rather get 40 to 60% intensity of a workout in than none at all. We all have those, off days. You just gotta work with them. And people like to accuse me of steroids, but the fact remains that I am natural, whether you want to believe me or not. I just don't make any fucking excuses. I do what many clearly just aren't willing to do, if you refer back to my previous statement about how you see so many people who are in the gym for years and they just don't change. Perhaps they don't care, but if they do care, they're doing something wrong, many things wrong perhaps, and they're not even trying to figure out why they're spinning their wheels. Anyway, I've had trainers at my gym, which I've been using for years, make remarks like, you're one of the only guys here who consistently makes progress every time I see you. And there is a reason for that. I put in the time and the effort, and consistently so. But you can do this too. Anyone can do this. Don't stand in your own way. Be realistic, but don't be a defeatist. Stop making excuses. Instead, do everything you honestly can to go the distance. And you've got to be honest with yourself too. Are you really doing all that you can? Really making every effort with diet, training, and even supplementation? And on that note, in the new year, I will be launching a vegan-focused business geared toward instructing, helping, and motivating people to reach their physique goals naturally. Everything from diet to training to supplementation and more, and backed by science, actually, backed by all the latest research, and it will be ever-evolving and growing. And you will be getting basically into my brain by using this service, and it will be very affordable. This may be just what you need, and given the myriad of requests that I receive for me to provide training and diet services, I think this may interest a lot of you. And you can sign up for my mailing list to keep informed about this launch and other updates. The link is in the description of this video, strongerfastervegan.com. Anyhow, stir up comments below. I will do my best to join in as soon as I can and as much as I can, but as I said, I'm busy with family this week. Nonetheless, I enjoy interacting with my viewers. As many of you can tell, I'm always commenting and replying. Please subscribe to my channel to keep on top of updates, and I will see you all around next time.